Christina with San Diego Real Estate Live, and we are on location today. And we are here with Adam from Alive, and we are talking about Tesla and their solar. And I'm so excited to be able to do this. What a beautiful home we're standing in front of today. And you can see, if you look in the back, the beautiful roof. And you're gonna notice throughout this entire interview that you're seeing 0 solar panels, because Tesla, it's actually in the roof, which is absolutely phenomenal. So Adam, let's talk about the Tesla and what's going on with the solar. Tell me, why is Tesla doing solar, and what do you like about it? What do you like about this particular product? Because I know you do other solar products as well, but this is something that's a niche, right?
It is,
that people
for
really
sure.
want.
Yeah, the Tesla solar roof is sort of the high-end product from Tesla that basically hides the solar in your roof. So It's an all-black roof, a combination of glass and metal, so you don't have to have any visible solar panels, but it just looks really modern and sleek, super smooth, a really great high-end product, and it's quite a bit more expensive. But if you're looking at a really high-end roof, like standing seam metal roof with solar, it's actually close to the same price. If you're looking at a regular comp shingle roof, it's a lot more expensive, like more than twice as much. So it's not for everyone, but for those people who just can't stand the look of solar panels, but also can't stand the look of a high energy bill, this is the way to go.
Well, it's definitely the Lamborghini Ferrari of solar panels. And I think the biggest thing that I love the most about it is the fact that you don't see the solar. And the roof is so sleek and so beautiful, and the sustainability, from what I understand, is just phenomenal as well. So It's just really a great product.
Absolutely. It's a big investment, but an investment that's well worth it, and something that people are really blown away by when they're looking for a home. So definitely something that a lot of people are looking at the long-term benefits from.
That's great. We are going to walk over to the garage and show you guys the Tesla battery, and then we're going to head over to the back of the house after that so that you can see what the roof really looks like, and we're going to talk about exactly what it is, what kind of material it is, as well as how it works. So stay tuned. Here with our batteries for the Tesla. I'm so excited for you to be able to see them. Aren't they beautiful? They're amazing. I'm so excited. It's so sleek and beautiful and amazing. And like I said, the Ferrari Lamborghini of solar.
For sure.
So customers come, they ask you about, the solar batteries, different things. What do folks need to know about the Tesla solar system, and especially the batteries that they're getting with it?
Sure. So all new systems really need to have batteries now, as of about April 14th. If you hadn't signed up before April 14th, you have to have batteries to really get the savings from solar. And we love the Tesla batteries. There are a lot of different batteries on the market, but the Tesla batteries are so easy to control from the same Tesla app that you use from your car. It's a system that really lets the customer be involved and see what's going on. It's also easier for us. They don't have to call us every time they want to make a change, but we're there to help them if they need it. That's why people use us, because Tesla's a really big company. They're kind of hard to get a hold of, but with us, you can get their products and you can get that local personal support, which I think is really important to people. So with the new solar array, the batteries do kind of exactly what you would think they would do. They store your solar power from the day to use overnight and through the night, potentially even to charge your car, although a lot of people don't realize how much power a car has. That depends, how far you drive. But they're definitely great for getting you through those really expensive hours from 4 to 9 p.m. On the time of use rate plans. So we set it up to sort of maximize your savings based on your rate plan.
That's great. Does Tesla have different types of batteries or different levels of batteries that folks can choose from when they're looking for the battery and the size and all of that?
Yeah, it's kind of a modular system. So there's really just one battery, but it comes in a couple different configurations. This configuration is the Powerwall 2 Plus. So this is the battery down here with its own inverter, and this up here is a solar inverter. That's what's converting the solar power into 240 volts AC and coupling with the battery. So there is a version without this. So if this customer wanted more batteries, we would just get more of these, which we could stack in front of the others. So each battery gives you 13.5 kilowatt hours of usable power and 5 kilowatts instantaneous. But the great thing about that is each additional battery not only gives you more storage capacity, but also more instantaneous power. So they're basically building blocks. Most homes could take up to 10 of them. So we just basically look at your usage, your overall usage throughout the course of the year,
Okay.
your usage from 4 p.m. to 9 p.m. when it's the
Okay.
most expensive, and how much solar you're producing each day, to try to figure out for you what best, what size of battery system would best suit your needs, and then they're basically building blocks to get to that point.
So is your calculation based on square footage and family size? Is that kind of how it is, or is it different?
It's really based on a few different things.
Okay.
One of them is the amount of power needed to be stored.
Okay.
So if the customer says, we lose our power all the time for 3 days at a time, we're going to build that system big enough to make sure that between the solar and the batteries, they'd be able to get through 3 days.
Okay.
A lot of people just want to save as much money as possible. That's where we would make sure that the batteries have at least enough power to get them through the 4 p.m. to 9 p.m. period every day. Or if they say, hey, we need to be able to back up our air conditioner, we need to make sure the instantaneous capacity is enough to back up the loads that they have, or if they have a well for their water that they have to have, or something like that. So backup configurations are now becoming optional in the new solar world.
Okay.
It's just a way to save some money.
Yeah.
People who live in the middle of the city don't lose their power that often, so they don't need that, and it's just an opportunity to save some money, make the system a little simpler.
Okay.
But those are sort of the three things we look at when we're trying to size a battery system: instantaneous need, storage capacity needed, and what kind of things they need to back up, and for how long, if their system includes backup.
Perfect. I love all of those things. I think it's really important to kind of compare it to a car, right? Where you have your base model, and then you have like the middle of the road, and then you have your high end. So it's just really about making a phone call, calling Adam, letting them do the configuration for you, just so that you can see what that's really going to look like for you. So next, we are going to go to the back of the house so that you can see these panels in real life. We're going to talk a little bit more about how it works, what the design is, and all of those great things. So stay tuned. Standing at the back of this beautiful home, you can see this pool and this beautiful landscape, but we're still talking about solar today. So Adam, talk to us about some of the things that clients ask. Like, is this the only color that and texture that is available, or are there others?
Right. There were other colors and textures planned for the future, but right now it's only available in black.
Okay.
So that's the first thing we tell everybody.
Okay.
And then a lot of people want to know, well, what's it made out of?
Yep.
We talked about that a little bit.
Yeah.
It's glass and metal.
Okay.
And in the new versions, the only glass panels will be the active solar tiles.
Right.
And all of the rest will be metal, but it's all black on black.
Okay.
And so it all looks very, very similar.
Sleek.
You can see even this one's brand new. We're just finishing the installation. You can sort of see a difference between the metal and the glass, but after it's been up there for a few weeks, it all looks exactly the same.
I love that. And so my very first thought was, when I first looked at this roof, are all of these solar panels?
Right. Yes. And the answer is no. That would be hideously expensive.
Yes.
And it's already expensive enough. So
Yes.
we only put as many active solar tiles as a customer needs to meet their electrical demand. We were
Okay.
talking about system sizing back there.
Right.
The first thing we look at is how much power does the home use.
Okay.
We do have some rules of thumb, like if someone just moved into a house and doesn't have any usage history,
Yeah.
but the best thing we can get is that 12-month usage history that
Okay.
shows us not just how much power they use, but when they used it, so we can accurately calculate the system size and the savings that they'll get from that system.
Well, I think it's really interesting in the thought of the solar panels versus this. I know with solar panels, the panels have to be like on a certain side of the, build your home to be able to get the most efficient energy and those types of things. Does that apply when you're doing it to these homes as well?
Yeah, absolutely. Same
Okay.
thing. We want to try and start with the roofs that face south,
Okay.
and then go from there.
Okay.
So solar will work facing any direction,
Right.
but a panel facing straight south will produce about 22% more power than a
Okay.
panel facing north, or about 12% more power than a panel facing east or west. So you can do it. It's just a matter of sizing the system appropriately for the tilt and direction of each panel.
I think a final question that I'd like to ask you is, what do you think the difference between, if I was thinking, I want to just get regular solar panels, or I want to go for the Tesla solar panels, what is the difference between the two that would help somebody make a decision on which way to go?
Sure. Well, the first place to start is budget. So if you know you need a new roof, Tesla solar roof might be something to consider. If you don't need a new roof, it's really something you would only get if you just had to have it.
Right.
So, what we find with these systems is people know whether if they just have to have this, they've been thinking about it for years, and they've been saving up for it, and they're ready to make that jump. That's the customer for Tesla solar roof. If they just want to save the most money, this is probably not the right product, but we can definitely help them with other more cost-conscious roofing and solar approaches.
Right.
But the Tesla solar roof, if you were, like I said, looking at a high-end roof already and you know you need one, that could be a really good place to start.
Okay.
And we do those as well. So we can run the numbers for all different kinds of roofs and all different kinds of solar to help a customer really arrive at the right decision for them. We don't want to force everybody to just do one thing. So we have a really wide product offering that lets people kind of figure out what's best for them.
That's great. And with that being said, the timeline of how long the roof lasts versus regular solar, what's the longevity that we're getting out of each one?
We're looking at what should probably be about a 30-year product life.
Oh, wow.
There will be slight degradation, and that's one reason why we oversize the system to begin with to account for the degradation over time.
Yeah.
We can build the system really any size a customer wants. But we take those things into account, and you can figure this will last just about as long as a standard roof, but it will be producing power for that whole time.
That's amazing. And electricity is going up every single year, so I think it's really important to consider solar. Like you said, if you are planning on replacing your roof, I know that in our last interview we were talking about how you can kind of do those things at the same time, but this is also a great product as well. If our clients would like to get a hold of you, how would they reach you to get a quote on solar just in general and maybe ask some more questions about Tesla?
Sure, they can always call us at our main line, which is 760-89-ALIVE. Our team is amazing and happy to help. Or they can always email us. If you have a specific question about Tesla, you can email tesla@alivesolar.com. Or if you just email sales@alivesolar.com, we can get you all the information you need to make the right decision.
We're going to stick all of that in the description for you, so don't worry, it's all going to be there. But again, thank you so much. This is Christina from San Diego Real Estate Live. Please like, follow, and share, and we will see you on the other side. Bye.